Hi guys, it's 2018 officially. It is now a new year, and I've figured that instead of doing like another sketchbook tour or something like that, I would actually do my first video of the year showing all the completed, some of them are like almost completed, but mostly completed pieces of 2017. There are not many of them. So my intention for 2018 is to definitely create more finished pieces of work and to also improve the quality of those finished pieces. But yeah, I just thought it would be kind of cool to have the first video being everything I had completed in 2017, and then at the end of the year see sort of how many pieces I've made, you know, when we go into 2019, and hopefully I've improved by then. So, well, you can just jump right into it. I did try to keep them, or I tried to organize them from like oldest to newest, but I'm not sure how correct I am on all of them. But yeah, why don't we just dive right in? So the first one, as you can see, is this like bird skull cloaked figure. I actually still really like this, although I don't really like the hand that much. I was just messing around. I think I originally was sketching this out as like a character for my graphic novel, and then I kind of liked the direction that it went, so I ended up just kind of actually creating a little painting out of it. I might make prints of this. I've had a couple people who have been interested in it, but I'm unsure just because I'm not particularly happy with it, but I did that one in February. Okay, I already know that my order is messed up, but that's okay. This is when I tried to do Inktober for like a day. This is just like a little witch I did. Not actually happy with the actual composition of this illustration, but I do like the concept. I just think like obviously the perspective on this book is like way wonky, but I think the idea is cute. It's not very original, like a tea witch, but it's cute, and it was something that I didn't do in my sketchbook, so that's like a pretty big deal. Next is, I didn't even erase my like grid on this one because I remember being really unhappy with it. I wanted to go back in and shade these like darker areas of her ribcage with black, but I don't think I ended up doing that. I don't have much to say about this other than the fact that I really don't like it. Same with this. This is also a bit of a learning thing for me. I actually used my Copic markers on this, and don't use Copic markers, or probably any marker, on watercolor paper because it absorbs so much of the ink. It's like a giant ink sponge. So I really wasted a lot of my markers on this. And I don't even like it really that much. I think when I was like this isn't like, what is she holding? Like it looks like, I don't, words. I think I lost the direction while I was messing around. Honestly, I even forgot I did this until I pulled out all this work to sort of show for this video. So yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about it other than don't use Copics on watercolor paper. So is this stained? Oh my god, how? Whatever. Easy fix in Photoshop if I ever want to make prints of this. But this is one of my favorite pieces of this year. This is an ink drawing of Sailor Moon and Queen Beryl, and this cool little like side by side. I really like it. I really like work like this where it's just stark coloring. The contrast is very like black and white with just like a little bit of color. I'm still really happy with this. I know I want to make prints of this. Yeah, I'm still very pleased with this. I remember going in and enjoying pretty much every step of the process on this one. Yeah. These are, I was gonna do little stickers of all the evolutions, but I took too long between making these Flareons and then trying to make the other ones that I sort of lost interest in the project. And this was just, I think I was trying out different watercolor styles and different line art, seeing which one I liked better. I think I ended up going with this one for the sticker. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I would count this as a finished piece, but they're like finished little things, so that's why that's there. This is a little painting you'll probably recognize if you watched one of my vlogs. I finished it up in that. Messed up her mouth a little bit, and there's a couple of like areas of the hair that I feel don't make sense, but overall I still really like the aesthetic of it. It's very soft. I bounce around a lot in my work, whether like I want to do something sort of soft like this or something more contrasted like that Sailor Moon piece. But yeah, overall, like, I think it's nice when you can hold something like this in your hand and be like, look at this thing that I made from like start to finish. So I think it's important, if you are an artist yourself in any type of medium, to be able to kind of look at something you've created, and even though it might not be perfect, just kind of take a second to be like, I made that. Like, this didn't exist in the world until I decided to put it in there. And I think regardless of skill level, that's a really amazing thing. As creative people, we get to put stuff into the world. And then the power is kind of in your hands to see where you take that, but there's just such a satisfaction of finishing something and holding it and looking at it and be like, I did this. It's just, I guess it's pride a little bit, but just, I don't know, just be easy on yourself with work that you create. It's not always going to be perfect, but you know, you took time to make something that didn't exist before, and that's really cool. This is another piece I did for Inktober. Really happy with this still. I love the hair and I love the eyes. I love drawing blank eyes, and I don't really know why. I don't have any issues drawing like pupils or anything like that. I just find this really ethereal, sort of spooky look when you leave the eyes just blank is really interesting. It's very haunting in a way. But yeah, this was all done with ink and various ink washes. This bunny is a little ganked up, but overall, really pleased with this one. Yeah, I still like that a lot. Oh, I should have probably cut this before I did the video. This is almost completed. I'm just kind of fussing about how I want to do the background, and I want to like darken up some of the shadows and stuff. But this is more of an emotional piece, I guess, for me personally. But you can interpret it how you want. It's supposed to be part of a series, but I don't know when I'll get to the other ones. But that. And this is this is very new. I just finished this very recently. Not perfect, but still I'm very happy with it. This was my first time using gouache paints. I got a set for the holidays, and I love the color output of them. It's still quite streaky just because I haven't quite grasped how to actually like properly mix gouache and water yet. Like, I struggled a little bit with getting the consistency just right, but I love the contrast of the colors. I love contrast. Like, I think contrast is like one of my favorite ways to make pieces really visually interesting. So I'm really happy with this. I've had a couple people reach out wanting prints of this, so I do believe I will be making a print run. I want to touch up a couple things in Photoshop. I know this area, like, I feel like her neck is way too long and thick. I think I kind of lost the position a little bit while I was painting, but that's okay. I really wanted the focus to be on the hair and then these little visuals down at the bottom. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that as of right now. This is probably one of my favorite things I've ever done, which says a lot. And then this last thing is just something for fun. I don't know if the metallic sheen will really show up on camera, but I was watching a lot of Peter Draws on YouTube, and he does these beautiful, like, if you haven't watched his videos, I highly recommend. He's got such an interesting mind, and the way that he sort of babbles while he draws and the stuff he does is amazing. And I've never really created work like that where you just sort of like doodle and kind of fill a page. I don't know if this one is done for me or not. I would like to add in another color. I just don't know how I would incorporate it and what color I would pick. I was thinking maybe red or possibly like a purple, but I just think this metallic shine from the paint marker that I used is just so cool. It's just so graphic looking. I really like this part right there. I hope to do more of this stuff in 2018, just kind of almost winding down and relaxing and caring a little bit less about like the form of something, I guess. But yeah, that's it. I told you there wasn't going to be a whole lot. If you haven't, you should kind of gather all the work that you've created over 2017 if you can, and kind of go through it and see what pieces are still strong to you, which ones you like, which ones you dislike, if there are ones that you would like to finish more, if you would like to redraw them. Like this is, like, I would maybe like to revisit this concept someday. Not happy with this, but the idea is kind of cool. So yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful and safe new year. I plan on hopefully making a video every week. That is another one of my New Year's intentions. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. It's pretty snowy here, so I'm probably gonna go curl up with like a cup of tea or coffee and just kind of hang out on the couch. Have an amazing time. I love you. Goodbye.